Hey guys, welcome back to a new reaction on this channel. Today I'm going to be react to some more IC3PEAK with their song Dead But Pretty. Alright. I'm excited. I really am. You guys know I reacted now to 3 IC3PEAK songs, I guess. If I remember that right, the last one was definitely Trst or TRRST with the one rapper together. I just forgot his name. I'm so sorry. It definitely got really good parts in that song, but you guys also know that IC3PEAK is usually not my type of music. So in general, they are not the type of music I listen to in my private time or I listen to in my spare time. But I, of course, react to IC3PEAK because, of course, you want that and you request more and more songs, and I really appreciate that. And also because IC3PEAK's political direction, because you guys know the whole Russia-Ukraine war. So I'm just super excited about that song because I saw a picture of these two, so the guy and the girl. I have no idea their names. I'm super sorry. They look a little bit like black metal artists in that song, and it also looks right here a little bit like Graveyard or something like that. Whatever it is. So I'm excited if the song will be a little bit more heavier or if they just took the look for that song. I have no idea. But I know they have really good music videos, especially the music video they did in the, I guess in the school also, was it, where they had these soldiers, where they are trained to be soldiers and stuff like that. The music videos are really good. I have to say that. They're really awesome, especially in the direction of politics. Freaking awesome. Alright guys, IC3PEAK, Dead But Pretty. Let's freaking go! Alright guys, that was IC3PEAK with Dead But Pretty. I'm sorry that I reacted now to the song completely. It's because the song is really short, just over a little bit over 2 minutes. I'm super sorry for that, but I knew the song was really short. It wouldn't make any sense to pause in the middle or something. And I really have to say that this is my favorite IC3PEAK song, and I don't say that because the song is a little bit more heavier with also screams in it. And this is usually more my type of music. I don't say that because of that. I also say that because the song is well more structured than the other IC3PEAK songs I reacted to. IC3PEAK is for me usually really experimental and also really, I don't want to say weird, but It sounds sometimes a little bit weird. I have to say that. I guess you also could hear that in that song because sometimes they are whispering, then they're freaking heavy, and then they go back to her usual clean voice. Sometimes it sounds a mix between of opera and techno and or electronical and whatever. But here the song was well structured in my opinion because you had this typical, I don't want to say chorus, but then you have the heavier parts. It was not that experimental or weird like the other songs. Um, Also, like again, music video, again, freaking on top. It's, I don't know how they do that, but it's really awesome. What I really, where I was like, oh god, was a little bit here in that part where they are, I guess, in Moscow. I have no idea. I never been to Russia. I just know that Moscow got this types of buildings. I have no idea if this is generally in Russia the case. I'm sorry, I've never been there, and maybe I never will because you know. um, but there was definitely a part, I guess, here where a guy kisses a girl, and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, that in Russia right now. Mm, yeah. I mean, I understand why IC3PEAK is not that really welcomed in Russia, or not because of the people in Russia, more because of the government and stuff like that. I understand it, but I know why they are doing that. They are trying to provocate and stuff like that. It's understandable, definitely, and I really like that. I also really like to see that. Um, I guess I would do this, so not directly the same, but if I would live maybe in, I don't know, because usually I would say I would definitely do the same if I would live in a government that would be like that. But at the same time, I also know when they see you in public doing that, you're gonna get beat up by the police and got arrested for the rest of your life. And I maybe I don't know if I would do that, but um, I think it's awesome to see that there are people or that there are bands, groups, whatever, um, that they are doing that in Russia right now, even if the government don't want to see that they are really trying to provocate them with something like that, and that's really awesome. I don't know why, but I really like that, because I think that's a good sign. And usually, I would say everybody has to do that in that country. I know that not everybody is doing that because, like I said before, things can happen when they see you. Um, but at the same time, I also know that Russia is really isolated from the rest of the world, and they are just showing their own news, their own perspectives, and that really the people are getting just influenced by the own government's news. So it's not that they hear from Germany right now or from around the world that a Russia did that and that. They just listen to a Russia did that to Ukraine because Ukraine started, or Ukraine whatever they did. Um, and then people start to believe that. I guess I would. Let's be honest, we would do the same if we would just listen to something like that. For example, I'm sorry that I'm talking so long, but for example, I've been to Twitter or X, or how you want to call that, and since Elon Musk is, of course, making X or whatsoever, um, it's a really weird platform. It's a really weird platform with a lot of hate and stuff like that. And maybe you remember the last couple of days, there were news about the Olympia right now with the boxer who should be, or who should be a man boxing against a woman and stuff like that. And then I really just read articles about that they had a guy, or usually a guy, who thinks he is, or who feels himself as a woman, and then he's boxing against women, and of course he's winning and stuff. And I really just read news about that, and then really I started to believe, hey, I think it's unfair too, a little bit. I'm sorry if I say that. But then I read other news from, let's just say, more believable cases, where they said, no, he's not a man. He's just having more, I don't know. I forgot the word for it. Even the German. I'm sorry for that. Um, testosterone. I don't know the English word right now. That he's producing more of that, and then I think, all right, then I'm sorry that I believe that. But when you just read that one news, except for other from different things, then of course you start to believe that, because then you think it's a fact, but it's not. And I'm sorry that I did that, and I also think that I will un- uninstall the X or something like that, because I'm really honest. It's full of freaking fascists and stuff like that. It's really sick, for real. Don't go to that platform again. I'm really honest. But yeah, just wanted to say that, and that's the reason why I think that IC3PEAK is really important as a band, and also from Russia. Um, so just wanted to say that. All right, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I just could say thanks for this request. It was a request from you. If you haven't checked out my other IC3PEAK reactions, I will give you the IC3PEAK reaction playlist right now. If you click on the playlist on the screen, and you can watch them if you want to. And if you want to talk about IC3PEAK with me at all community, join our community Discord. Link is down in the description. You can join anytime. You can talk about anything you want. Cool to see you there. And then I hope to see you guys again in another reaction. Would be awesome. And I say, bye!